sant yàlla.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With EcoBank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as EcoBank mobile app, EcoBank Online and EcoBank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection, and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the EcoBank mobile app. Open the EcoBank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill. Choose Pay a New Bill and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via EcoBank Online or Omni Lite. Log in to EcoBank Online and Omni Lite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any EcoBank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Jar Oil. The company have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
Monday, the 8th of June 2026, and this is Coffee Time with me, Peter Gomez. First up this morning, the crisis at the port in Banjul, where a worker strike froze offloading and vessel clearance last week, creating congestion and raising urgent questions about trade and livelihoods. Well, to help us understand the scale of the disruption and what lies ahead, we are joined this morning by Harbour Master Captain Kulay Manneh. Captain Manneh, welcome to Coffee Time with Peter Gomez. We're reading in one of the papers this morning that the president has had to intervene. Is the strike still on?
Good morning, sir, Mr. Gomez, and thank you for inviting us. Well, as it was published in the papers, the strike is over through the intervention of His Excellency the President. The strike has been over since on Saturday evening.
Okay.
Saturday evening, the staff resumed work.
Okay. The port management says, and I quote, reports of non-compliance with government directives are false and unfounded. Can you clarify what exactly has been resolved regarding staff welfare?
Yeah, thank you very much, Peter. You know, when the issue started sometime in April, so, you know, the first strike happened in April.
Yes.
So following that, and through the intervention of His Excellency the President, a joint HR committee was established to oversee the administration of the staff matters for a period of transition period of 6 months.
Yes.
This joint HR committee was established on the 4th May 2026. So the mandate of the joint HR, the transition committee, was to regularize the discrepancies relating to April salaries, as these are some of the one of the major concerns of the staff. Prepare and process payroll for May, June, and July 2026, because this is the transition period. Also assist management, both GPA and ALPOT, in the preparation and consideration of the budget, including staff count and positions, earnings and allowances, upgrading and promotion considerations, existing and proposed training programs, and provision of loans, medical expenses, well, beverages, and stipends for both local and overseas students. Also to collaborate with Alport Port Management to ensure that the final budget incorporates approved organograms and positions, operational expenditure, and capital expenditure. So they are to also oversee the adoption of the GPA ERP system and its parallel run with the Alport system to ensure alignment and consistency in HR and payroll operations. So since then, since the establishment of this HR transition committee, they have started work in earnest, and they continue to work on this mandate. And so far, for the April salaries, the complaints were rectified. You know,
Yeah. What needed to be rectified?
There were no issues with payment of salaries, because salaries were paid on time.
For April?
For May.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For May.
I keep saying we're in June.
For May, the salaries were paid on time.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So what was the issue still then? Why do they? And I think at the core of the problem is the issue that the staff want to go back to GPA rather than be directly under Alport. Why is this a problem for them?
Well, yeah, that's the core of the problem.
Yes.
You know, there is management recognizes that recognizes that differing interpretations and incomplete information can sometimes give rise to misconception. You know, from the point of view of the staff, they have come back to the GPA as for the initial process that was given. So
they have come back
from the point of view of their understanding.
Okay, so their understanding is
yes.
they are now directly back
to
under the management of GPA,
so,
not Alport.
So all the salaries, all the entitlements should come from GPA.
Yes.
So this is what still. These are the problems. This is the sticking
Why are
point.
they fighting to go back to being directly on the GPA? Is it because some of their allowances have been cut since the takeover of Al Bayrak?
No, these issues are being addressed.
But is that at the core of the problem? The fact that when they were on the GPA, what they were getting, decreased when Al Bayrak came in. Is that what is at the center of this problem?
No, like I said, that's what the staff have been claiming, that when they receive, especially their salaries, some of the allowances have been cut.
Okay, so there has been a reduction in allowances.
Some of them.
Okay.
Some of them. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But not only allowances. The major allowance, the main contentious issue is the housing allowance for the junior staff. Housing allowance for the junior staff, And
was that completely taken off, or
No.
it's just a reduction?
It's just a reduction.
At this time when, everything is going up, of course, rent is not going down. It's
Well,
going up.
it is being addressed.
It's being addressed.
It's being addressed,
Okay.
yes.
So normally, how are staff welfare issues addressed, under the new arrangement, GPA, Al-Bayrak, if you like?
Like I said, now
You have this joint HR committee. So who's in this HR committee? Who dominates? Do you have more of Al-Bayrak, Alport personnel or GPA personnel, or do you have equal numbers?
GPA is the one who is leading this
Okay.
HR committee.
Okay.
You have representatives from staff, 3 representatives from staff, the president, the vice president, and one of the junior staff. And we will also have representatives from Alport.
Okay. And, during the strike, the protesters said the president's directive, meaning there was a directive, wasn't fully implemented. The president has had to intervene again. What did he say this time, and what are the plans with regard to implementing them this time round?
That's why when I started, I said there is when there is differing interpretation and incomplete information, it can sometimes give rise to misconception.
Okay, so that's why we are
So
here to
when the matter
the first directive that the president gave, what was it? What did the president want you people to do for the people who are now on strike, or who were on strike?
For us to go and resolve the matter within 3 months.
This was from April.
From end of April.
From end of April. Okay,
yes.
3 months has not elapsed yet.
No. So 1 month is already gone. But by the end of this month, most of the major ones have already been.
Major ones like what?
Staff's payment of salaries on time.
Okay.
The loans
Payment
are
of
being
salary
paid
on time, not payment of revised salaries upwards. Yeah.
No, there is nothing like revised salaries. Payment of salaries on time.
Okay.
And the loans are being paid.
Okay.
And also the staff benefits like the fuel coupons and beverages. Even before this.
Beverages?
Beverages.
I should come to, nobody buys me beverages here.
So for senior
staff, okay.
And the coupons, fuel coupons.
Okay.
Even before this April, these were being addressed by GPA when it comes to coupons and beverages.
Okay.
GPA was paying and claiming for Alport.
Okay.
But with effect from May, Alport has paid for fuel coupons, beverages are being processed, and there were no issues with salaries. From the records indicate that there are no issues with salaries, and also loans that have been applied. Those who have applied loan, miscellaneous and personal, they have all records indicate that they all have been paid before the Tobaski.
Okay, and since the directive also affects senior members of staff, were senior members of staff part of this strike?
I am not sure of that. I'm not sure of that, but I assume because it's a concern for the entire staff. So I expect that this will be part of this.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And how has this strike, this latest one, affected activity at the port?
For records, it has really affected the activities because, port. You see, port is the economic lifeline of the country.
I agree.
Where you have about 90% of trade passing through. So if you having the port closed for about three consecutive days, that's has a serious impact. It's an unfortunate situation on the livelihood of all of us.
Because I know someone
Yes.
who has 3 containers full of cars. I think they arrived earlier, not this weekend, the previous weekend. And he was hoping that his cargo would be offloaded between Monday and Wednesday. He's still waiting for the cargo to be offloaded. And of course, he's feeling the pressure from some of his clients as well, who have waited and waited and waited. Because, most of these shipments were delayed by, what is happening in the Middle East and the Gulf area in total. So, how much pressure do you have from people, calling, inquiring about, their cargo and all that?
I have had sleepless nights.
Sleepless nights?
As they have on my side, to be honest with you.
So you have a tough job.
I had a
okay.
tough job. And I was also overseeing the office of the MD. Can you imagine?
Oh my goodness, yeah, because the MD is not in town. He should come and take some of the weight off you.
Yeah.
So day to day, what does your work involve? Harbour Master, what's your role?
Okay, my role as
what does Kulay Manneh do when there's no strike to address?
I must start with I'm responsible for safe operation of every ship that comes in Banjul Port. It's my responsibility to make sure that the ships enter safely, they dock safely, their operations are carried out in a safe environment, then they sail safely. And that means I'm responsible for directing where every ship should berth or anchor.
Very good.
Yes.
And before the strike, I saw a video where somebody was complaining about congestion. Because one of the things about the Al-Bayrak arrangement, once they started, a few weeks after, they said they had cleared the congestion at the port. And we thought, well, that's it, farewell congestion, no more congestion. But this person was saying that, his ship had docked, or his cargo, the ship had docked for 3 days. If I could show you the video, I would. And he was saying that there's no place to put a container, and they were waiting and waiting. What's the cause of the congestion at the port? This video was out before the strike, so it cannot be blamed on the strike.
In the port ecosystem, you have a lot of operators. So he must be referring to terminal congestion.
Okay, terminal congestion.
Terminal congestion.
Okay.
So with the new dispensation, the volume has increased.
Oh, has it?
Yes, the
That's
volume
good
of
news,
traffic has increased. And also, if terminal congestion has, you have a lot of players when it comes to terminal congestion. The owners of cargo, the consignees, will need to clear their cargo quickly, and the customs operations are involved, the clearing agents are involved. So when these processes are slow, for one reason or another, it might lead to it will lead to terminal congestion.
Okay. And what's the arrangement with ships coming in? Is it not, don't you have a policy of first come, first served?
Yes.
Because sometimes we hear complaints that, importer so-and-so has been allowed to offload his cargo even though my ship was there, before his. For instance, during the cement crisis, everybody was accusing the port of bias in favor of Jar Oil. So, how do things work at the port if it's not first come, first served policy?
No, we have a first come, first served policy.
Yes.
But when it comes to certain type of cargo like rice and sugar, that comes in bulk. You see, first we have priority for container vessels because of their quick turnaround time.
Okay.
For example, their quick turnaround time. If you can if you can offload the ship or handle a ship within 48 hours, she goes out, and you have another ship that comes in bulk, carrying rice in bags or rice in bulk, which will take 10 days or maybe 15 days to discharge her cargo and go out. So which one will you give priority? The one that will quickly...
Yeah, within 2 days it's off.
Yes, and within 2 days it's off. Yeah. But notwithstanding, because of sensitivity of rice and sugar, because these are staple foods,
yes,
you see, so we sometimes give them priority parting even over containers.
Okay.
So on the issue of giving priority to jar oil, like I say again, incomplete information.
Okay.
Because jar oil because of this cement crisis, he was bringing one ship after other. So the ships were meeting. In fact, for example, if I have 3 jar oil ships waiting at anchorage, then I will not mention names. Somebody else, another client, brought his cargo, found 3 jar oil ships. So under these first come first serve rules, what should we do? We should allow him to jump the 3 ships?
No.
So these are the problems.
Okay. So
nobody favors jar oil.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
I'm the harbour master.
Okay. But right now, you know NAWEC's problem.
Yes.
Fuel is part of the problem. Say if NAWEC had a ship bringing fuel in, and the ship arrives, but already you have 5 ships ahead of it. Would you prioritize the NAWEC ship?
Yes, we'll do that. But in fact, we are lucky that the fuel petroleum product carriers, where they go to, we don't experience congestion there.
Okay.
They anchored offshore, then connect through the pipeline. We don't.
So what lessons have been drawn from this strike action, and how will management prevent similar crises in the future?
Like I said, already we have established a transition committee, you see, and to address these kind of issues, management has strengthened its communication channels and remains committed to engaging staff through the joint HR committee and other established platforms to ensure transparency and timely dissemination of information, because the main issue that, from our perspective, the main issue that gave rise to this industrial action is incomplete information and differing interpretations.
Okay.
You see.
Okay.
But
senior management's interpretation is different from junior staff's interpretation. Okay.
That's yes. Okay. So through that, this approach will allow management to respond professionally and without.
And they've been back to work since when?
Since Saturday evening. And we want to thank them.
Okay. And activity is busy there again, and ships are being offloaded. And all of that. One final message, Captain Manneh, maybe? What would be your message to the people, particularly those of us in the media who sometimes receive incomplete information and go to press with it?
Yes, what I will... I want to thank them because they are part of us. First, I would like to thank the government, His Excellency and his ministers for assisting us to resolve this crisis as soon as possible.
Do you think the President will be happy to have to intervene for the 3rd time?
No. In fact, it was a regret that it has to go that far, So it's, but we don't foresee it happening anymore, because with the established structures in place, we don't foresee that. So we can, and also to apologize to the general public. Particularly those importers who have their and those whose daily livelihoods depends on port operations.
All right.
So that's.
Thank you, Manneh.
Yeah, thank you.
Yëpp lay fay. Sant yàlla. looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
A better way to pay your UTG fees with instant proof of payment and real-time student portal update. Paying your University of the Gambia fees has never been easier or more convenient. With EcoBank, students, parents and guardians can pay UTG tuition and related fees through our secure digital banking channels such as EcoBank mobile app, EcoBank Online, and EcoBank Omni Lite. Once payment is completed, instant proof of payment is generated and the UTG student portal is updated in real time, allowing students to proceed immediately with registration, course selection, and clearance without unnecessary delays, while giving parents and guardians peace of mind that payments have been successfully processed. How to pay via the EcoBank mobile app. Open the EcoBank mobile app and navigate to the home screen. Select Pay Bill, choose Pay a New Bill, and select Schools from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. How to pay via EcoBank Online or Omni Lite. Log in to EcoBank Online and Omni Lite using your credentials. Select the menu and choose Bill Payments. Choose Quick Bill Pay and select School from the category options. Select University of the Gambia. Select the specific product you are paying for. Enter your matriculation number and tap Continue. Validate your details. The system will display the payable amount. Press Continue to confirm the payment. An e-receipt is generated automatically as proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. Walk into any EcoBank branch or pay through our digital channels and enjoy instant proof of payment with real-time updates on the student portal. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Jar Oil, the company, have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.